All right, welcome everyone tonight to our fourth training series in an 8-week series of lessons. My name is Stacy Lynn, and I'm excited to be presenting tonight's topic on events. Like I said, this is our fourth training session out of 8, and there are a series 101 and series 201, and those two series we'll just back them right back up against each other. So next week we will go right into series number 201. So right now, if you've made it to all 3 of the sessions and you're here logged into the 4th one, pat yourself on the back for taking yourself and your business to a new commitment level and to a higher level. If you've missed one but you've joined by recording somewhere along the way, congratulations to you. And if this is your very first of the training series, well, we have you covered. We have all of the other ones recorded, and we invite you to go back and watch those because we know that there's going to be valuable information that you can glean from those other sessions. Stephanie Huffman, let me go ahead and share my, my PowerPoint now. I'll share that with you guys. And we are going to go from, I did give a brief information for the people before the recording started about our offer. And I'm going to go on though now to our series, our training series PowerPoint. If everyone can see that, I'm looking for a thumbs up from somebody over there. I got one. All right, there we go. Like I said, this is our 4th week out of 8 weeks. I'm so glad that you've joined us tonight. And I'm hoping that tonight you'll walk away with a little bit less intimidation and a little bit more information on how to host events, how to attend events, and be able to propel your business by going outside of another wall that we kind of place on ourselves, that we have to stay in a little comfort zone. So let's look at what we've covered already. First week that we covered was the nuts and bolts, basics, and terminology with Stephanie Huffman. And you can see that there were quite a few topics that she covered in that first training session. So if you weren't there, make sure you watch the recording. Our intro to the success guide, which I'm going to be showing you a little bit more about that tonight. But just so you guys know what I'm talking about, and if you have this, you can grab it and get it out right now. But that's our success guide. And we had an introduction to that in our first week. Our whys and goals and plan of action. Our creating our why is super important to make sure that we're growing our business the way that we want to. Creating your Franks list, y'all, that's really super important because even in some of the stuff we're talking about in events tonight, you're going to want to know, who do I even invite? Well, if you go back to your Franks list, you're going to be able to find those people who would love to attend your events and know what you're doing with your Plexus business. Building belief and creating databases were all covered in week 1, so I'll not cover that topic again. Week 2, we went in with Rachel Medlin and talked about our products. It was a great time. It's exciting because we had just come back from a convention where we had one product that was improved, and that product is the reviews of that improvement are already going through the roof. And then we also added our Edge, so which amazing. It's probably one of my most favorite for just the energy side of it. But of course, I love my Pro Bio 5 and my Slim, so I can't throw those under the curb because we have a new kid on the block. But I do love Edge. And then the 3rd week, we talked about sharing Plexus on social media, and Melissa Stewart did an excellent job as our presenter for that meeting and given us tons of resources in our Learning Center and our YouTube channels on how to share on social media, and that was a great time. Now we are going into events. I know that so many people have so many different emotions about events, but quite honestly, we're not a company that we just promote. That's the only way to grow your business. But I can tell you right now that every time I have been a part of hosting an event, or maybe just with someone there to help somebody else with their event, we have walked away with great success because people really want to know what's going on, and face-to-face sometimes is definitely a very good way to promote your business and grow your business. So let's move on and look at the 3 types of businesses or event types that we want to talk about tonight. We have our business launch, our opportunity meetings, our corporate events like Super Saturday, our annual convention, and Leaders Retreat. So Chapter 5 the success guide we were just talking about is packed with information about hosting events and inviting people to them. If you go to page 40 in your success guide, again, it's just packed full of information all the way through the success guide, but chapter 5 is going to touch on hosting events and inviting people to events, and we'll talk more about this in a minute. Before I get too far into our meeting, I do want to say that if you are a new ambassador since January, you have received your success kit with your welcome pack. If you are an ambassador like myself who's been in it for a while, you may not have this success kit, and that is a tongue twister, by the way. But if you don't have this and you weren't able to pick one up at a Super Saturday somewhere, you will be eventually able to order it online. I believe that you were able to order it online on our Plexus website in the back office for a little while, but right now, as of today, I called and checked on it, they're not available. But I will be posting pictures in the event of chapter 5, the pages that are relative to our meeting tonight or our training, so you'll be able to see the different tools and resources that it offers on hosting events. So don't panic if you don't have it. I will cover you with taking pictures of it and posting it in the event. So, all right, let's go ahead and move and get a little bit further into the business launch. Business launches. Okay, other small businesses will have a launch, and so why not yours? What an incredible way to get the word out of what you're doing. Now, you know that many small businesses, so you think, oh great, I've already been doing this for a little while, I haven't done a launch, is it too late? No. So many businesses have soft launches and then they have their grand opening. So if you've been doing this for a while and you haven't had your grand opening for your small business, don't panic. There's a lot of businesses like that. Let's get your grand opening together and go ahead and host a business launch. We're going to have several tips here on business launches. It can be at home or an online Facebook event, a Zoom like we're having here, or a Google Hangout. You can invite your friends and family, and again, the examples of verbiage are in the success guide on chapter 5, page 40. You may be absolutely fine with verbiage and not need any help. But for those of us who are not sure what to say, chapter 5, I'm just going to read a couple of the little examples that they gave on chapter 5. And, you know, you can always, in any of the verbiage that they give you, remember, if your words, I know this, I have friends that's so cute when they say on Facebook, hey peeps, what's up? And I've tried a million times to type that, and it just isn't me, y'all. So I can't write that. If that's your verbiage, throw in the peeps, throw in whatever it is that's your verbiage to make it you, but you can get the ideas and some verbiage to help you know what direction you want to go with inviting people to events. So here are some examples. Where did my examples go? Uh-oh, I have the wrong success guide. I will do that in just a minute. I will get it for you. Let's go on to the next thing. When inviting, make sure people understand that it's no pressure or obligation, but rather you want to share with them your excitement for your new business, etc. Now, this is super important. I've been to several opportunity meetings, and so we're going to touch this right here. We may hit it again later, but I cannot tell you the events that I've helped to host or co-host, or if I've just been kind of in the background cheering a new ambassador on and being there when they look over at me and not sure what to say. I cannot tell you the people that when they walked out of there came to me and said, thank you. I had found so much information tonight, and they just were shocked. They were amazed. And I really think that people think when they're coming to our meetings that it's like a timeshare, that they're going to get, you know, locked down and sent from one room to the next until you just finally get your wallet out and said, please, can I pay to get out? Don't make your meetings like that. Truly make that a time where they can take down their defenses and their guards. I know that some people even say leave your wallets at home just to take away the defense factor that so many of us have when we go to a meeting where we feel like we're going to get coerced into purchasing something we don't want. But there are so many people who have just that interest level saying, okay, what is it that you're doing? I want to come hear about it. Make sure that you are not putting a lot of pressure on those people, because they are more likely to hear what you have to say if they don't have their defense up and that pressure is not felt. Okay, keep it casual. Walk through a product catalog. You can see mine are well loved. They go everywhere with me and I give them away. This is not the newest one. I will be ordering those because this is my last one of these. I can't believe I've gotten down to that point, but we do have a new product catalog. It's a great place for them to walk through where they don't, and look through, has all 3 different price points that we have. Great conversation opener. You can get them in the back office and they're only $14.99. Okay. Walk through the opportunity brochure. It's also in the success kit and available in the back office as well. So if you didn't get the success kit, go to your tools in your back office and you'll be able to find the opportunity brochure there. Okay. Let's look at the next thing. What if you don't have live testimonies? Read a handful of them. Go find some that really speak to you, because I tell you what, if they speak to you, they're going to speak to your circle of friends who you are closest to. So show a video of one. Do your best to get some testimonies that you love there if you don't have any live testimonials. Live ones work. If you have to share about a friend or an acquaintance, anybody on your ambassador team, sideline, upline, wherever, if you've heard their story and it speaks to you, have it written down and share it. Now, you can also look up videos if you have media that you can share with people and you have that ability and you have that resource that you can share media. Video testimonial recommendation that I've seen a lot is Jeff Welch's blood sugar testimonial. You just Google Jeff Welch Plexus, and that's a great story to share and will speak to a lot of people about the health benefits that Plexus has to offer. Okay, obviously, you've got to have samples of your pink drink there. Make it to where they can taste it, know what it tastes like, know that it's great, it's delicious. Know if they decide that it's not their favorite flavor, their favorite taste, that they can take it in a smaller amount of water and just get it down. Because honestly, there are a lot of very sick people out there. There's a lot of people that they're taking other medications that they don't like the side effects of. A 20-second throw a drink down is really not a deal stopper for hardly anybody. So make sure that you have samples, let them taste it. And if they say, oh, I love it, then encourage it. And if they say, oh, I don't like it, then all you have to say is, you have to tolerate it for about 25 seconds and it can change your life forever. So don't let somebody be negative about a taste of it, but definitely have it there for them to know what it's all about. Okay, I love this game. Through the night, you definitely want to make it engaging. And so for me, doing this training and knowing that it's needed to be just one person talking is very hard for me. The reason why is I like engagement. I like talking. I like seeing your smiles. I like hearing your voices. So just looking at a screen and hoping you're getting it all is very hard for me. But in a business launch, you don't have to do that. You can talk to people and you can make it very engaging, ask questions, play the game, 2 truths and a lie. Now I'm going to give you a couple of examples, and it's a great way to educate about Plexus. Okay, so here's a first example. Of the next 3 statements, can you guess which one is the lie? There's a huge buy-in cost to your Plexus business, but it's so worth it. 2, you do not have to carry inventory as a Plexus ambassador. Or 3, you can get a paycheck as early as the first week. So of course, obviously, number 1 is the lie, because $34.95 is your buy-in to become an ambassador. And this week, for 2 more days, it's only $19.99 with the Freedom 16 promo code. Okay, one more example of the 2 truths and a lie before we go on. Plexus is at 1. Tell me which. Okay, so you start out. Okay, here's the next set. Tell me which one is a truth and what 2 are not. Plexus is a meal replacement company. Number 2, Plexus has products that are natural plant-based products. Or 3, Plexus started as a breast health company. Well, obviously, It's number one. Plexus is not a meal replacement company. And because people see you drinking something, sometimes they think that's replacing your meal. That's not what Plexus is all about. And we all know that, but it's a great way to educate people who've come to the meeting. So before we move on, I'm going to issue this little challenge. Not now. I want you to hear what I'm saying for the next few minutes. But when we get through here, if any of you can think of 2 truths and a lie examples that you could share with us in the event, we could all grow our resources on that game, and it could be something very fun. And you may think of 2 truths and a lie that would be fun to share together that I might not think of, and I'll try to share something there as well that you may not could think of, and we can grow that resource and have a fun way to educate people about Plexus at our events. So don't forget the challenge at the end. Okay, have giveaways. That could be having 3 slim packs and a little cute gift bag, or Plexus shaker bottle. Or if you have the funds and you want to buy the trial packs, you can give away a trial pack at your events. But have something to give away to show, just to create that fun atmosphere. And this is something that I think I want to touch right here on intimidation level for people. Sometimes it's very intimidating to invite people or to share your story with people that are very close to you. Sometimes our closest people they feel easy to reject you or reject what you're doing as something new. Let me take away the intimidation factor here just for a minute and tell you that maybe Plexus, although we know it's for everybody, at the point, it may not be for those who you invited. Ask them. Don't be afraid to ask them for a referral. Anybody they know that needs the products or maybe need to make some supplemental income, they may not be ready to say, I need this right now, but they very well could have somebody that they think, you know what, so-and-so could need this. So you could also take away defenses of people who are thinking, I don't need this, I don't want this, to just maybe say, and tonight, when you're in business launch, I want to ask you if this isn't something that you feel like it's for you right now, for your referral, for you to know that I'm your go-to person, your Plexus ambassador. If you know anybody who's suffering with any of the issues that we presented tonight or could benefit from the products, I'm asking you to share my information with them. Plexus truly is changing lives financially and with their health. We invite you to please just share our information. Thank you so much for hearing what I've had to say. I really appreciate your support. Use those words and that verbiage so that people can feel less defensive and like they could help you on your journey, because true friends really do want to help each other on their different journeys through life. Okay, your sponsor or upline will most likely be willing to help you host any event or party that you have. If they're not local, they probably would come via Skype or Zoom or whatever, or at least be able to bounce ideas off of. But if for some reason your upline is not available, of course you have so many here that even in this conference and Zoom that would help you, don't let that hold you back. There's so many resources and we're pointing you to those tonight. So don't let there be any excuses of my ambassador or my upline didn't do this or that. You take ownership of your business and your events, and I'm telling you, your business will grow. Okay, I'm going to move on now to opportunity events online. This is something that I've not done a lot, but I have done and has definitely been a success the night that I did it. I probably had about 3 or 4 different people from states like thousands of miles away from me that joined our team, and I was really shocked because I was new to the online event world, and it was not my comfort zone at first, but it was really an amazing night, and I was impressed with the results from it. So we'll go quickly through these points, and of course there will be a recording. The first thing I want to point out here is that there is a Facebook page, and it's called Tamara and Elizabeth's Plexus Convention 2015 Info. If you want to make that note, of course, there will be a recording, but if you're taking notes, write that down, and you can search for that. It has great scripts and templates for online meetings, and of course, we're not about recreating the wheel. We're about duplication. So don't recreate the wheel. Go get their information, and you can host your own Facebook event, Zoom, or Google Hangout presentation, whatever form of social media or ways to have an online meeting that you feel comfortable with or that you research, you can host it that way. Now, this is the thing when getting people there. Invite friends and family personally. Don't just add them to the Facebook group or Facebook event. Reach out one-on-one. Show your excitement, why you would love to have them participate. Invite and promote. You can't just put it out there one time and then show up 2 weeks later and think that everybody's going to be there. It is key to go out there and invite people. Now, the thing is you can plan it and you can execute an online meeting. You can do everything meticulously, but if you don't have any attendees, it doesn't matter. So you have to make sure that you are picking up your phone. Maybe even something that's really a very good way of reaching people is doing the Facebook recorded message, like the voice message. They're 1 minute message long. People have time to listen to those. Just give them that voice message. Let them hear your excitement. Invite them to your meeting. Most people are very apt to respond to those. So if you don't want to call and have a 20-minute conversation, that may be another way for them to hear your voice. When inviting people, you make sure that they understand there's no pressure or obligation. We've already covered that. I'm not going to cover that in depth again. The information the event is for information only. And then be that. Don't be the a car salesman. Sorry if we have any. Don't be any that puts that kind of pressure on you to buy something. Give them information and people will come back to you because they feel comfortable with you. Again, you've got your recommendations on video testimonials. Jeff Welch comes highly recommended, but there are several others out there. Just Google Plexus testimonials on YouTube if you'd like to use video testimonies. Okay. Here it says have samples of your pink drink. That should have been on another one because we're online. But what you might could do here is for those who are guests on your event, you could offer, if they would like a sample of it, that you could mail one to them. And then you could always put your business card, a thank you card for being on the online event with you, and a packet of Slim, and send that to them in the mail to them. And that's just another way to just get your card in their house, having them test the pink drink. Again, you can use the same game, the 2 truths and a lie. Having giveaways throughout the night is something that we did with people made comments on a certain thing. We would do a drawing on who made comments, and we would give away, send out a 3-day trial or a Slim shaker bottle or whatever. I mean, giveaways are fun. It makes it engaging. And so, okay, Plexus isn't, again, maybe for the ones you invited. And I know we've covered this, so that's why I'm going to be able to go through these next couple of slides pretty quickly. But again, you're always asking for referrals. You don't want to ever make them think that the buck stops with them and that you're waiting for them to be the end all of purchasing or joining your team. Although you want them with you, you want them to realize that anybody they know that they think would be a benefit from Plexus, send them your way. Let them know. You've got to, if I could stress anything, is letting people know that you are the go-to person. Do not go to somebody else than some stranger. I want to be your ambassador, and I want to be your friend's ambassadors, and I want to be the person who helps them get their health on track, or I want to be the person who helps you get their financial freedom on track. Okay. And asking for referrals will also get your friends and family thinking about how many people they really do know that need Plexus. When you get them thinking that way, then they think, you know what, maybe I should just join their team. So always asking for referrals gets people thinking outside of right here and thinking in a world bigger than just themselves. And really, it opens up a lot more doors for you. Opportunity events. We're moving on, and I'm going to move quickly through this. Attending opportunity events. Sometimes we can be intimidated by attending an event, maybe alone if we're far away from any of our other Plexus team. I'm telling you right now, they're always welcome, and people are welcoming in Plexus environment. They're not an exclusive group of people. Plexus ambassadors are always very inclusive and not exclusive, so try to get there. The events are designed with guests in mind, so take advantage of that. And if you have a friend or somebody that could go with you, take them with you. Any friends and family in the room, somebody that else can show them the power of Plexus. And that sometimes an outside voice is so much louder than your own voice, somebody that they know. Attending these events will build your belief and excitement, will show you what to do. It'll plug you into the local community where you can lock arms together and create momentum. And not to mention, you make great friends in Plexus. Attending will help you as you learn how to host an opportunity event. And I think that it shows you sometimes the human side of Plexus makes it doable. People are just like you. So if they can do it, you can do it. And so attending other events helps you be able to be a better host at your opportunity event. You'll see what you loved, what you thought could have been done better, and then you can incorporate all of that into your event, and which leads us and obviously, most likely, every time you go, you'll learn something new, hear a new testimony, and it'll just grow your excitement. But going to those opportunity events will then give you more power and more understanding on how to be a host for your meeting. So you've had your business launch, you've had your warm market, you feel like, but you're now going to host and keep inviting people. Opportunity events are not a one-size-fits-all. It could be meeting with a friend over coffee or lunch. Every time I've done that, it's been a successful meeting. I've never had a friend leave there and hate me because I invited them to lunch to come hear about Plexus. I've never had that. It's never been a rejection to the point of, I can't believe you asked me here. It's always been like, well, thank you for telling me about this. And many times, more times than not, they've joined my team, or they have left feeling like they had more information to make an educated decision on what they wanted to do. So meeting with a friend over coffee or lunch, a small group of coworkers over a lunch break, a few friends in a living room. That's so effective. 20 people in a conference room at a library, or maybe you may be one of those who are able to get a large host of people, 250 people at an event venue. Opportunity meetings come in all shapes and sizes. Starting small is great. You get comfortable presenting the products, opportunity, and sharing testimonies. And small also gives that interaction with people to be able to answer or ask questions, and you can have that feedback. That's a great setting. Small is wonderful. Dress for the part you want, not for the part you have. Hello, people. Let's not show up and look like we just slopped the hogs. Nothing wrong with slopping the hogs. I'm from Texas. I like being out there. I like being outside. But listen, if you're hosting a meeting, put yourself together. Make sure that you come dressed for the part. One thing I will show you, this little jacket here, Plexus just put out at Plexus Convention in June. Y'all, it's so cute and it looks very nice. It's kind of a hanging jacket. If you don't have a big wardrobe, this would be something to invest in. Put that on there. Put that on. It looks great. You can host a meeting in it. You can actually... it's a great talking piece if you actually want to wear it out and about, but you don't have to have a huge budget to dress the way you should to go to host a meeting. Sorry about that. You could tell my passion probably came out a little bit there. Okay, if you want to be a jewel, then act like one. Do what successful jewels do. Respect people as they talk to you. Look people in the face. Make sure that you're kind. People don't care how much you know if you don't care for them. They want to know how you make them feel. And so you make sure that you are being kind and receptive to those at your meetings that you're hosting. There is a great training in our back office. It's How to Lead an Opportunity Meeting by Tamara Holloway and Elizabeth James. In your back office, if you go to the tools and the multimedia library section, the communications tab in the back office, you'll find that there. I did look, it was there today. So make sure that you look there if you're wanting to host a opportunity meeting. I'm going to end here with corporate events. We just have a couple more slides. But if you take your business seriously and you have big goals and want more than just a hobby income, then guys, you have to plan on going to corporate events. And I hesitate to sound preachy here, but the truth is, and Alec Clark says it, and you'll hear it said over and over again, that leaders are born at events. It is true, and events cannot be underestimated. You can't just think, oh, no big deal. I've had several people say, oh, I'm thinking about going there. Well, guess what? Thinking about going doesn't get your plane ticket bought. Thinking about going doesn't get your hotel booked. Thinking about it doesn't do all of those things. You have to make that commitment that you're going. You have to take that vacation time and you have to make it there, because that is where you're going to find some huge motivation. Now, sometimes you don't have to go as far. We have Super Saturday events that are corporate events, and they're early January every year in cities around the nation. And we have to every year, book it back from out of town and make that a annual thing that we do when we're out of town as a family. We know that we're going to Super Saturday. We've committed to that because at Super Saturday, anyone can attend. It's just a one-day training, and a lot of times you get information that's great for the new year ahead of you and motivation to pick it up and make sure that your business is moving forward in the year that you are at the Super Saturday. Whatever those new year resolutions you have, Super Saturday helps you just propel those for the new year for your business. Okay, our annual convention is every June, and y'all, it's the best of the best. You will never be at another convention, another event that you don't feel more like it was planned out, that it was planned especially for you at whatever level that you are. There is training for every level, whether you're brand new or you're at the top of the company. You find something and you leave motivated. There are corporate announcements, and y'all, and it's just plain out fun. They always do. They're over the top every time. I wish I could get some input right now, but I know I got a thumbs up, but I know that y'all, if you can get there, if you've not been there, it is an amazing event. So what we have coming up, and here we are, I've got 3 more slides. Leaders Retreat is our next event. Now, what's different from Leaders Retreat than Super Saturday and convention, the opportunity meetings that come through different towns that corporate puts on? The difference with Leaders Retreat is this: you have to qualify for Leaders Retreat. It takes place in October annually. The location is always announced at convention, and just like last year or every year, it was this year just a few weeks ago. We'll talk about exactly where that is in a minute. But the contest is similar to our convention contest and the way you earn credits and the opportunity to go. Leaders Retreat is so much fun. I have 2 children. I have a 9-year-old and now a 12-year-old, and I always bring them with me because the Leaders Retreat is just what it says. It is a retreat. There are a couple of business meetings for education, inspiration. I think last year, Jules showed up and sang at one of our meetings. I mean, they just take things to a new level. But at Leaders Retreat, you find motivation. You find other people who have honed in or really growing their business. But then they give you a lot of free time. And last year it was in Washington, D.C. I have never been there. And at Leaders Retreat, Plexus pays for your hotel if you earn that. So you just pay for your way there. And once you're there, they pay for your hotel. They pay for all of these nice meetings that you're in. You're going to find so much information. You'll find out where our next convention's being held for the next year. It's a great time. So you make it your goal to attend Leaders Retreat. So how do we get there? This year it's in Grapevine, Texas at the Gaylord Texan, so I won't have to travel very far, but hopefully for you, if you're far away, this will be a great retreat and getaway in October. Whenever we're sitting at home, staring Christmas in the face and Thanksgiving holiday, you're getting away and doing a little retreat with crazy people just like yourself that are having a blast with life. So the contest dates run from June 1st to August 31st, and you can earn credits in 3 ways. Plexus will award credits for the Leaders Retreat for every time a new ambassador joins Plexus with a welcome pack on your first 4 levels. Each time a brand new personally sponsored preferred customer or retail customer places their first order with 50 PV or more, you earn 10 credits for each one of those customers. And then based off of your personal volume for the months of June, July, and August, you will earn credits towards your Plexus retreat. I'm hoping that you're able to see the credits there, and I won't take the time to read every set of credits off. You will get to see this in the replay. It's also in your back office. If you could just go to your dashboard, you'll see a little picture of the Gaylord retreat at the bottom. You can click on that. All of this information is right there. I do reference it often. Now, in order to qualify for Leaders Retreat, you have to earn a minimum of 750 credits. There is going to be a contest module that keeps up with your credits for you. That's going to be in the back office soon. They did it for our convention contest we were having, but They have not, as of this afternoon, that module has not been uploaded into our back office yet, but keep looking for it. You will go to your reports tab, and then you will click on member summary. Sorry, that's member summary. And then in the top right-hand corner, when that information in that module is there showing your latest credit update, it will be right there in the top right-hand corner as soon as that's available. So keep checking back for that, because I know you guys are all working hard to get to Leaders Retreat and want to stay on track. Last slide. There are a little bit more ways you can earn, and you can get more things than just your hotel paid for. 900 credits will get you $150 worth of fun money. 1,350 credits will give you the private reception. And then you get up there to 1,900 credits and you have $750 cash. 2,900 credits, celebrity chef tasting with Plexus executives. And then this is the time that you earn those big shopping trips, as on this Leaders Retreat contest. And so if you earn 4,000 credits or more, that you earn a $3,000 shopping spree at Nordstrom's, airfare and additional room night for one. So there are lots of fun things to earn for Leaders Retreat. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen now, and I can see your faces a little bit more. I really am glad that you all have joined us. And like I said, I will be putting into the event the success guide, the pages that will give you the verbiage, in case for those of you who have not already received your success kit. Maybe you signed up with Plexus before they started giving them and you weren't able to order them. Now listen, as soon as they will put out an e-blast, as soon as those are available again, we'll be posting in our groups. If you don't have the success kit, and I'm going to grab this real quick. It looks just like this right here. If you have not got one of these in a welcome pack, or you did not go to Super Saturday and get one there, you will want to make sure that as soon as you see that they're available in our back office, you'll want to get those, because it has all sorts of information. The success guide, we've got product cards in there, so many things that are, these are our product cards that Rachel went over. Loads of information on growing your business. So when those become available, it is well worth the investment to purchase them. I believe you can get them for like $19.99. But that's all for events tonight. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and then unmute everybody